Good morning, happy Tuesday. It is the 14th of October. It's 11 degrees, 22.7, so we are up and out as we should be. And I have weighed in. So I'm going to put my intermission music on and then I'll come back and have a chat in the pitch dark outside while I'm walking. Yes, we are out walking the dogs. We have left Andrew in bed. He's sort of saying he would like to try another walk, but I think he was up twice last night with the dogs for them to attend to their toileting habits, so he didn't have a great night. Anyway, he was definitely feeling a little bit better yesterday. In fact, he was saying that, and he got a sick note because he's been off over a week. So he got a formal sick note that signs him off for the rest of this week. So, but then because he was feeling a bit better yesterday, he was saying, I might go back early. I said, well, you've got to at least be able to walk some kind of distance without significant pain. So anyway, we'll see how it goes today. But yes, back to the topic of my weighing. I've weighed in this morning at 15 stone, 7.7 pounds. So that is about 4.5 pounds since last Tuesday and just over 2 pounds lost since Saturday. So I'm absolutely fantastic about that, pleased with that. I do get these bigger drops and then get these big losses, and then I'll stay around the same couple of pounds for a couple of weeks. So that's my kind of pattern. So I'm really happy with that. So yeah, I was 15.12 point something last Tuesday, and I was 15.10 dead on Saturday, and now I'm 15.7.7. And even just saying 15 instead of 16, 17 or 18 makes me feel like I'm saying the wrong thing, like sometimes before I've made a mistake with what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm really pleased. So I've got, the reason why I'm recording this now is I'm not quite sure when I'm going to get time to have a proper chat with you. Otherwise, it's going to be really busy at work. I can already see that I've got 3 jobs waiting for me. And then I'll either have to go straight out. If I can get away at 5 on the dot, I'll have to go straight out for a walk with the dogs. Or if I'm a bit late finishing, I'll have to go straight to my nutrition class. Then evening meal, and then probably, unless Andrew's feeling a lot better and has taken the dogs out, I'll have to take them out again. But it'll be dark again because it'll be about 8 o'clock at night. Anyway, that's my day today. I am just hoping that I will be under 100 kilo on the gym scales when I weigh in tonight, because I don't really care what exactly it says, but I just want to be under the 100 kilo. I've got lots of goals set. or goals to think about. So for my, I'm sure I said this before, when I weighed in for the nutrition class 3 weeks ago, something like 16 stone 3, and she set me a goal of 15 stone 3 in 12 weeks. So I've got about 9 weeks left to hit that goal. So hopefully we should get there, especially now I've just taken a little bit of a chunk out of that. I've also just been looking, I looked last night before I weighed in this morning, and I was 220 pounds, so I'll be about 218 pounds now or so. So that means I've got 20 pounds or 18 pounds or so to get under the 200 pound mark. So that's another little goal to think about. And yeah, just to get, and then there's Christmas obviously. Not so much like, oh, I'm going to lose all this weight and then eat loads of things. But it's just a marker, isn't it? Somebody did say how many weeks it is to Christmas, but I can't remember what they said. Oh, sorry, press the button again to end the recording. Yeah, somebody said how many weeks, but I can't remember. But anyway, there's probably, I don't know, 10 weeks or something, I don't know. I hesitate to set goals, but I think I would like to be in the high 14 stones by Christmas. But if I don't make it, I'm not going to sort of beat myself up, because I'm lighter, I'm happier, I'm fitter, I'm slimmer. This coat fits beautifully now, and I'm even wearing t-shirt and jumper. Sorry, there's no street lights in this section, and I'm going this way because we're recording, and if I go the other way we'll get on the main road. Yeah, so there's getting to the next stone bracket. Oh, and of course 15 stone 4, which is now only 3 or 4 pounds away, is a 3 stone loss, or 5 stone in total since October last year. Anyway, I shall leave you with all those thoughts, and I still have the ongoing goal to get fitter and more flexible and keep myself healthy and well. So yeah, I'll come back when I've made my breakfast back at home. Editing Debbie here. Just thought you'd like to know that I weighed 98.9 kilo on the gym scales at 6:00 p.m. on Tuesday. So it is 7:45. Done the dogs, walked the dogs, got weighed, made my breakfast, and ready to sit on the couch now and eat my breakfast. I've got my coffee with collagen. I've got 1 chocolate Weetabix. It's the Weetabix brand. Then I've got a K-Vag white chocolate with 50 grams of Greek Fahey yogurt stirred in, strawberries, raspberries and blueberries, 20 grams of the M&S raisin medley, and honey. And that is 340 calories. Good evening. I happen to be at exactly the same spot as when I said, oh, it's dark and we're going down here instead of on the main road. But about 10 hours later or something, it's 5:15. It's 11 degrees, I think it said, or 14, I can't remember now, sorry. Yeah, I managed to finish on the dot of 5. So even though it's been an incredibly busy day, I'm just hopping out on a village walk with the dogs, well, on a street walk in the village. No time to do anything else, but it saves me going out again later when I come back from my nutrition class. I can just about squeeze this in and then set off straight for the gym in the car. When I go to the gym on a Tuesday, there isn't really any exercise or exercise classes. It's basically very similar to a Slimming World group, except it's, different subjects and more based around a calorie counting plan and a healthy eating type thing. So anyway, that's where I'm going in a bit. So practically as soon as I get back from this walk. So I just thought I'd record that I am doing this walk. I don't know, I think I am. I was going to have a snack this afternoon and then I didn't feel like one. And I am feeling a little bit hungry now. And I won't be eating as normal till about 7. So I don't know whether to grab a bar or something to eat in the car or whether to just ride it out. But if I do, I'll let you know at some point. I don't really want a protein bar. I just want something like, something sweet. There was a lower calorie lunch than usual. But yeah, and I think what I wanted to say yesterday about the mince pies, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I had a slice of Yorkshire Brack, which is a tea loaf or fruitcake, and it was a fairly substantial slice that weighed 70 grams and it was 200 calories. And I was comparing it to a iced mince pie that Andrew gets, and they are 217 calories. Now, not that I can't have one, but I wouldn't have had one anyway because they are Andrew's and he wouldn't have been best impressed if I'd had one. But not taking that into account, I think the reason I didn't choose the ice mince pie was because I was thinking, is that going to trigger me to want another one for another 220 calories or whatever I said? Because it's a small-ish treat, if you like. And I do find that the Yorkshire Brack, the fruitcake, satisfies me. So I just thought I'd add that in here. So I suppose I'm still being aware of what could be a trigger food. But I would be very interested at some point to see whether a smallish sweet treat would trigger the craving or whatever you want to call it for a second one. Anyway, I better go because there's someone coming the other way and Peggy's in a mood. She's pulling at everything. So I'll catch you later. Right. It is 5 to 7 and I'm back from my nutrition class. It was about food noise this week. So if I think of anything I can share, I will do in my roundup later. I didn't end up eating any other snacks or anything in between, so I am ready for my evening meal. And that is the 2 of the Aldi 5% fat beef kebabs, done in the Actifry with some chips also in the Actifry, done with oil, some rainbow salad, tomato sauce, and my favourite house dressing. I've also got a dilute orange sugar-free drink, and that is 470 calories. Right, good evening. I've got some friends behind me because I've got these treats out of the drawer. And for me, it's just after 8:30. I'm watching Hunted on Channel 4. Well, on record, but you know what I mean. I'm having a rooibos tea and one of these protein bars from Aldi. I will say it again, if you don't want to spend a lot of money on protein bars, you want to try them. These, I think these are about £3 a box, or they were when I bought them. This is a salted caramel one, and they are quite nice. They're equivalent, maybe not quite as big as some of the others, but they are equivalent in taste and quality. Anyway, that's 144 calories, and I'm going to go and watch another episode now. Good evening. It is just after 9 o'clock on Wednesday. It appears that I forgot completely to record my roundup for Tuesday, but I haven't actually sorted the vlog out yet to upload it, and this is one reason why I'm always a couple of days behind on my vlogs, to give me the time and opportunity to do things like this, to have a forgetful day. Anyway, I know I said I might mention what we talked about in the nutrition class, which was food noise, but we are now 24 hours later, and to be honest, I can't really remember anything, and I'm quite tired. It's been a really busy week at work. I know they've mentioned things about meditation and things like that. If anybody is interested, you can comment below, and one day we can have a look through my little booklet together. Anyway, on Tuesday, I ended the day on 1,367 calories, 108 grams of protein, and 7,200 steps. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow or today.